Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome to another summer season of the FREDTV Sports Report here on Channel 9. Great to be back with you every Friday night during this time slot. We'll lead things off with a look at the MIAA state tournament at the high school level. We had a number of playoff teams this year. Here's a quick recap. For Durfee, the volleyball and softball teams, along with the Diamond baseball team, saw their playoff runs end in the first round of competition. They were one and done, a tough end to what were great seasons. The remaining two Fall River teams, the Durfee baseball and the Diamond softball team, made quite the splash, though. The Hilltoppers came up just short of a berth into the South Division I finals. Now, as for the Lady Bengals, they found themselves in the same situation as Durfee, but they'd have to knock out a familiar foe, the New Bedford Vogue Bears, if they were to advance into their finals in their bracket. You see on your screen both teams being introduced during a pre-game ceremony. It was a tough first inning for Diamond. Kayla DeMedeiros of the Bears starts off her day by striking out the side, setting down Maya Parker, Courtney Hafey, and Michaela Marum in order to begin the ballgame. It was a strong start for New Bedford Vogue. Moving to the bottom of the first, runners at the corners, one out. Shaylin Amaral grounds it to short. Sarah Duart in the back door from third to score the game's first run. 1-0 Bears on the RBI ground out. We'll jump to the bottom of the third now. Sarah Duart up with one out. Flares it to center. Kaylee Kochenik can't handle it. Morgan Spardella able to score from third. That makes it 2-0 New Bedford Vogue, and they weren't done. Later on in the same inning, second and third with two down for Peyton Consaccio. She bloops it to center for the RBI single as courtesy runner Molly Shea scores from third. That'll make it 3-0 Bears, and that's all they needed. DeMedeiros shut down the Bengals offense, and the Bears advance into the South D3 Finals with the 3-0 shutout. That means the Diamond's season comes to an end just short of a berth into the South D3 Finals. It was a great season for them, though, one that earned them a Mayflower League championship during the regular season, and one that earned their coach, a former Hilltopper, Kathy Noversa, the Mayflower Athletic Conference Coach of the Year Award for 2017. So congratulations to her. Now, here at Durfee, a number of athletes were named Big Three All-Stars. For baseball, there were four: Jose Martinez, Matt Saunders, Lucas Souza, and Zachary Souza, who was co-MVP along with one of the Brockton Boxers. We congratulate them. Now, for some of the other sports, we're still waiting to hear those names, and as we get them, we will pass them along to you. So be sure to check out our FREDTV Sports Facebook page. We'll have them posted there. Now, we're going to hit the rewind button. Recently, over at Bishop Conley, at the end of the regular season, there was a field dedication for a special person here in Fall River. Prior to the Cougars' Senior Day game versus Durfee, former player and assistant coach Derek Viveris organized a field dedication for a man whose name is synonymous with baseball here in Fall River, and of course I'm talking about Don Schwinnard. Bucky, as he's affectionately known, was actually a guidance counselor here at Durfee, but after school was out, he went across the street to coach baseball. He even continued coaching when he retired from Durfee in 2005. And believe it or not, he wasn't just involved in baseball. He was also a scorer for volleyball and basketball. He told me that he never expected to have his name on a field and that he looks forward to what the future holds in terms of coaching.
To be put into the same category as Skip Lewis, across the street, Jim Sullivan, Somerset, John Pacheco, Diamond, all friends of mine, all great baseball people. It's an honor. It's quite an honor. I'll still do the camps, and I think I'll come watch a lot more Conley games next year. I didn't do that this year, but I will. And if Coach Furtado would like me to hang around, I think I will a little bit next year.
Many former players and fellow coaches made it to Conley to honor Don. He was the Cougars baseball coach for 36 years before he was let go after the 2016 season to, quote, allow the faculty to increase their income. It was a move that was highly unpopular around Fall River and one that raised a lot of eyebrows. The Conley administration was not present for the field dedication. Now, we'll be hearing from Don and fellow coach Ted Regan in just a couple weeks when we make a stop at the River City baseball camp across the street. It's a staple here in Fall River. We always love talking with the kids who are learning about the game, so we'll be hearing from Don in just a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. Now, we'll switch things up as we wrap up week one of the FREDTV Sports Report. Earlier today, I had a chance to speak with a Durfee athlete, Owen Norton. He's a junior this year. He'll be a senior next year, and he's also one of our FREDTV students. And recently, he was handpicked by the MIAA, just a handful of students along with him, for a very important role for the state. Take a look at this one-on-one interview. So, Owen, I understand that now you are a student advisor for the MIAA, one of 6 student athletes in the state. So it's quite the honor. Congratulations on that. Talk to us about, what this new role brings to you.
So it's a little bit different than the student ambassador program, as that's what I did this past year. It's more of a select group, obviously. And also, we focus more on the operations of the MIAA and how we can better that for the student athletes. So it's all about getting some of the student athletes together and hearing their voice on what they think should change in the MIAA, and then hopefully embedding that into the next year.
Now, you mentioned being an ambassador for Durfee, a student ambassador. Now you're a student advisor. So this is the next step up, correct?
Yes, exactly. So on the student ambassador level, we focus on community service and kind of like team building, and now this is the next step up from school building and then through the statewide too.
Is there another level above student advisor, or is this kind of the pinnacle?
This is kind of the pinnacle, yeah.
Okay. So now, obviously sports is very big for you. You play hockey, you're on the track and field team. Now you're, a big part of the MIAA with the state. How much have sports impacted your life? Because you're definitely involved.
I think sports have played a huge part in my life. I really believe in the concept that sports teaches you life lessons that you can't learn outside of sports. I believe... I don't know, sports have always been a huge part of my life too. Ever since I was a little kid, I love sports, and now they've really, I have a even deeper passion now. And yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So just another Durfee student doing great things here in Fall River. We look forward to catching up with Owen in September on how his summer travels went for the MIAA. That's going to wrap up week one here from Durfee High School. I'm Evan Massoud. We thank you for tuning in. And again, join me next week and every Friday, same time, same place, right here on Channel 9. Have a great weekend, everybody.